Hello, welcome to Carrington, where this morning we bring you live training ahead of the Res match with Spurs at Old Trafford this weekend. Joining me, former player Danny Simpson. And Simo, the last three games have been brilliant, haven't they? Under Michael Carrick's tenure, 3 wins, 3 great performances, some brilliant goals. Now we have to do it again against a tough opponent in Spurs on Saturday.
Yeah, he said it. I think Michael's made it look pretty easy, hasn't he? But 3 fantastic games. I think each game they've shown different qualities. I think weekend just gone. I think when you're 2-0 up and it ends up 2-2 towards the end of the game, to then come back and win 3-2, and obviously for Sesko to get that goal, everyone was delighted for him. But I think Tottenham, I think it's 6 games now they've not won in the Premier League, but away from home they've actually been okay. The home form's been poor, so it'll be a tough game on Saturday. It'll be a different challenge. Solanke's obviously coming back into fitness and form, so yeah, it'll be a tough game.
It certainly will. And Spurs just got a really good result against Man City, coming from 2 down to salvage a point. Could have gone on to win that game actually, but we know it's going to be tough. Spurs had the Indian sign over us, didn't they, last season? Beating us in 3 different competitions, twice in the league, so we do owe them one at the weekend. We
do, and like I said, if you're Spurs right now, yes, they got a good point against City, so they'll be full of a bit of confidence. But listen, we're just watching these lads now. They all looked happy, looked together, looked like full of confidence. And listen, Spurs are coming to Old Trafford. We need to make sure Old Trafford's a fortress again, and they'll have to do a lot and play really well to beat us.
There's a really good energy, a good atmosphere around the place at the moment. Before the lads came out for training, you had a little chat with Michael Carrick and Johnny. What was the vibe?
Yeah, look, there's obviously play with Michael. Obviously Johnny, I've known for a very, very long time, 25 years. But now everyone's happy, everyone's just, and the fun thing they did say is that the lads are working hard. They're all playing together. I think even Michael said that Xerxes' reaction to Sesko scoring and the togetherness that they've got at the moment is great to see, and just there now watching them, it's bringing back some memories. But now it's just great to see.
How much do you want to get out on the pitch and train with them?
Michael just said, I haven't got my boots. Oh, I'd love to. Obviously, probably couldn't keep up with these anymore, but no, I'd love to be just put my boots on and have just one last session with them. Yeah.
I mean, they are looking fit. They're looking well at the moment. We've largely got a fit squad. Obviously, we're sad to be without Patrick Dorgu, who scored the goal of the month and was player of the month for January. Matthias de Ligt still not training with the group at the moment. Hopefully he won't be far off, but generally Michael's had a good fit squad to choose from, which obviously is going to help.
Yeah, he has. Like I think you mentioned there, like Patrick, we seen him in the building a minute ago, and unfortunate for him because obviously he was flying, but Cunha, obviously he scored the winner at Arsenal. He comes into the team at the weekend. He scored another great goal. So listen, there's players now that'll be on the bench that'll be itching for a chance, itching for the moment. And listen, while the team's flying, they know they've got to be patient, and when they do get a chance or they do get to come off the bench, they've got to try and make an impact. And we've got a lot of young lads there as well that we can see that are training and trying to push their way through as well.
Yeah, and certainly the young lads, getting the academy lads in the group is great for their development, isn't it? So they can see just how the first teamers train and the standard to which they have to get to force their way into Michael Carrick's plans. Yeah, and
listen, I remember this like it was yesterday, coming over to train with the first team and trying to impress every day. Whether you're in the gym, whether you're on the grass, whether you're travelling, you've got to, show the manager that you're doing everything you can. But listen, it's just great for these lads to train with Casemiro's, Bruno's, all these top players, Cunha's, and just learn from them and try and pick their brains and see all their good habits and see if you can put their good habits into your game.
Yeah, as an academy player coming through yourself, you must have learned so much when having the opportunity to train with that first team. You were training with some unbelievable players as well.
Yeah, listen, it was tough. Rio, Patrice, they demanded a lot of everyone. Gary Neville, Scholes, Giggsy, they didn't let up. When
It's not as bad as the players are being.
And then you got Wazza signed for us. It was like, he's pretty much the same age as me, but at that point, it was like he was 10 years older than me because he was just a big, strong, big boy. But no, listen, I learned a lot from them. You know what? We knew about the quality, but I think it was the mentality. I think that I learned from them. Every day winning, whether it was possession, whether it was box to box like we can see at the games, it was everything. You had to win and you had to give your best to try and beat each other.
One of the things Michael Carrick said to us actually before the lads came out is about Benjamin Šeško's winner. Carrick said he was so happy for Benji, as he called him, to get that winning goal in front of the Stretford end because, the atmosphere was sensational. Yeah. A winning goal, 3-2 late on, in front of the Stretford end. It doesn't get much better than that, and Benjamin Šeško was loving it.
Yeah, listen, that's dreams, isn't it? I think his first touch, he nearly scored, didn't he, off Ahmad's cross?
Yeah, there was a header which came back off the post, wasn't there?
Obviously, even then he's getting into them positions, but yeah, to his first touch was great, and then just to bend it into the top corner and celebrate, like you said, the lads were just absolutely buzzing for him. I think the fans were. Obviously the coaching staff, the players on the bench. Xerxes sprinted, probably pulled his hamstring.
Sprinting to celebrate. Yeah.
But that's what you want to see because they're pushing each other and they're wanting each other to do well, even if, like I said, Xerxes probably wants to get an opportunity playing up top. Of course, yeah. Šeško gets the goal and he's happy for him.
Is that one of the biggest challenges for Michael and his staff at the moment, then, to keep everybody happy, given that we are only in Premier League competition, there are no opportunities to rotate the team too much, so keeping everyone happy and making the subs who do come on impact the game, which they have done?
Yeah, well, it's funny you say that because I feel like keeping the lads happy, it's the ones that are not playing, but you can do that in training. You don't want to feel like you're punishing them, but you can give them sessions, you can keep them going. And that for me when I was at Leicester, and also when the first team's winning, when I was at Leicester, and there's not much you can say when you're on the bench if the team is winning. It's maybe if you lose and then you're like knocking on Michael's door saying, no, I want to play, but listen, the team's winning. It must be such a good feel good factor now, and I said they'll just be waiting their time and trying to impress Michael and the rest of the staff, for example today, and every chance you get in training.
It's really interesting to hear you and Michael talking as well.
As well, so yeah, everyone's going to be involved in this, and I'm looking forward to seeing the standard and the quality.
Yeah, so they're set up for this drill now. Explain a little bit about what they're doing, because you spoke to Michael about this.
Yeah, so I think they're just going to be passing drill to start, get them going, get them warm. It's funny, and I'm just watching Johnny talking to Casemiro. Yeah, it'll be a passing drill, and then they'll probably go into some wave games once they're warm. So I think he said it's 3 teams, and you literally just one attack, the other defend. Once they finish defending, they'll attack, vice versa. And that was one of my favourite sessions actually. And like I said, it's 18, it's box to box, 18 yards. Yeah, listen, I think he's just great for Johnny. Obviously, I think he said it was. He felt it was like the right time for him now to get in, and we asked him, didn't we? I said, "Do you ever want to feel like you still want to join in?"
Yeah.
He was quite happy and said no.
He said he knew he was done, didn't he, with playing?
But yeah, like I said, listen, I'd be on there if get my boots on if I could, but he's just Michael's there now, just showing everyone what they need to do, and he'd probably just be going around in a circle and just like I said, getting everyone warm.
It was good to have a quick chat with Steve Holland as well, who's on the far side. That he is such a benefit to this coaching staff, isn't he, with his wealth of experience and knowledge.
Yeah, look, listen, obviously when we heard he was taking up the job with Michael, obviously even as me as a pundit or ex-player, you ask around him what he's like, and I've only ever heard good things, amazing things actually. And he's one of them, I think, even if I was a player and I knew he was coming in to coach me, you know, I'd have been really excited because of the players that he has worked with, the clubs he's worked at. And from what I know, we think he grew up a Man United fan, so that helps.
Yeah, you're spot on about the passing drill here, just getting the legs moving, that slightly smaller pitch like you mentioned. The lads will be loving that.
Well, listen, from what I've seen in the last 3 games, even these little drills here, this is what we're seeing in the games. You know, when they've controlled the games and the little intricate passes. If you look at, you know, the Arsenal goal, the way they were just popping it around with Cobby and Bruno, and this is it starts from the training ground. Now, sometimes fans don't see this, but again, it's something that I've noticed from Michael's sessions and how the lads are playing, you know, come match day.
Yeah, and obviously at the moment, we're on Wednesday before the Saturday game, they're not doing too much work on their shape or the tactics for the Spurs game. That'll largely come tomorrow. So is this stage of the week more about just getting familiar with the ball, just getting your legs going?
I think
what is it like at this stage?
Today would probably be the session for me where I want to get the most out of it.
Right.
Because like you said, tomorrow will probably not many people will be allowed in tomorrow because it'll be tactics and the game plan. But I think today I'd really want to have a good session because like I said, tomorrow it will be a lot of shape. It'll be, you know, how we're going to press, how we're going to drop off, what the triggers.
So the hardest work today of the week, yeah, that makes sense.
Obviously going into Friday will probably be very light, short and sharp, maybe some set pieces and just feel as fresh as you can for Saturday because obviously it's early kick-off as well, so Friday will be just as important.
Yeah, an early kick-off, 12:30, isn't it, UK time on Saturday. And you'll be joining us for that actually, Simo, you and John O'Shea at Old Trafford for that game. And after 3 wins from 3, if we can get another win against Spurs and make it 4 from 4, the dreams, the hopes of getting back into European football are becoming ever more realistic day by day, week by week.
Look, I think now you've got, listen, the way the team and Michael started, I think, like I said, what is it? I think there's 12 games left, I think, so you've got no midweek games, he's got all this time now to do this work because we've got no midweek games, and it's a massive opportunity for us to get back into European football, hopefully Champions League football and where we belong. But I just like it now, everything's one touch. It's all one touch, short and sharp, and yeah, it's got a great chance to finish. So as I said, we beat Spurs and we've got to just keep kicking on, and it seems that I'll be scared to play us the way we're playing at the moment.
Yeah, they are looking sharp, and you can feel the confidence around the place, can't you?
Yeah, like I said, Michael's. You know what? As Michael's had his experience at Middlesbrough, he's come out of the game. I've listened to him, and he's been watching football. He's been studying it a bit more. So I think this opportunity's come at the right time for him. And like I said, I'm with his staff and just listening to him now and the way he's listen. There was no one better at one touch and passing than Michael Carrick. So if you can't learn from him here, then I don't think you ever will. Because like I said, I played with him and his passing was just the way he passed, the weight of pass, everything was so detailed, and that's what he's trying to pass on to the players. Yeah,
he was a fantastic player for us, Michael Carrick, and doing a great job as our head coach so far. Okay, that's just about it from us here at this live training. Thanks to our viewers on YouTube as well for joining us. We will be live for Match Day Live at the weekend. Remember, it's a 12:30 UK kick-off time, so we will be on there about an hour and a half before that with the rivals as well. From Simo and I, though, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the weekend.